This man was preparing to break out of prison. He untied his shoelaces and bound his wrists. Pressing his thumbs onto the table, he gritted his teeth and forcefully snapped his thumbs with a powerful clench of his thighs. Next, he threatened his cellmate to get him a bottle of antibiotics. He tied one end of a thin string to the antibiotic capsule and the other end to his teeth. Then he swallowed the entire bottle of medicine. The man then smashed a lighter and removed the flint, wedging it under his fingernail. By flicking his finger against the flint, he could instantly generate sparks. This man's name was Mike. With an IQ of 150, he had successfully escaped prison twice before, subduing 2 prison guards with his bare hands. But he was ultimately recaptured and sentenced to life in prison. However, Mike never gave up on his plans to break out. He maintained his physical fitness by lifting water bags every day. One day, the warden approached Mike because the warden's son had leukemia, and Mike was the only bone marrow match in the whole country. Initially, Mike flatly refused the transplant surgery, but reconsidered when he thought of his escape plan. Mike made 2 requests to the warden in exchange for agreeing to the surgery. First, to be allowed to smoke cigarettes. Second, to have access to the prison library. The warden didn't find these demands unreasonable. Desperate to save his son, the warden immediately agreed and quickly had cigarettes delivered to Mike. Little did the warden know this was just a ruse to throw him off. Mike went to the prison library and, when the guard wasn't looking, secretly downloaded the hospital blueprints to thoroughly study the building layout. The next day, Mike was transported to the hospital. To prevent him from escaping, the police dispatched a helicopter and large security detail to escort him. Mike slowly descended in a wheelchair. 2 police dogs at the hospital entrance tried to approach and search Mike but were frightened off by his intimidating presence. Mike was wheeled into the operating room and the police strapped him onto the operating table. However, the doctor insisted the police remove Mike's handcuffs, otherwise they would be unable to extract bone marrow from his coccyx. The police hesitated momentarily but ultimately had no choice except to unlock the cuffs. The instant his handcuffs were removed, Mike bit down hard, crushing the capsule hidden in his mouth. As a bag of anesthesia was injected, Mike snapped his thumbs and then pretended to fall unconscious. The doctors realized something was wrong. They had administered the maximum anesthesia dose, but Mike still hadn't completely lost consciousness. Just as the police started to approach to check on him, Mike broke free of his restraints. Using the flint, he ignited the oxygen line and blasted flames at everyone. The prison break was about to begin, but due to copyright reasons, we can only share this much of the movie with you. The film is called Desperate Measures.